One way to look at capitalism is to look at it through the lens of leadership. So I call leadership 1.0 the leadership of hunter-gatherers. That's sort of tribal leadership. Just make sure there's enough food to eat from the winter kill. The next level of leadership was really the coming of agriculture in towns, where people began to live together in communities, and they were able to store things that didn't make them so desperately dependent on today's weather, for instance. The third, leadership 3.0, had a lot more to do with the Industrial Revolution. And this is where leaders began to use capital and labor in specialized ways to increase productivity. And from about 1820 to the year 2000, human productivity increased by some estimates 1,000 times. And certainly our standard of living went sky high. But that form of capitalism, that form of leadership, reached its limit, because we were so successful at extracting things from the earth and using capital and labor in specialized ways. We created an abundance of products and services, too many products and services, too many to choose from, which then creates a vicious competition, which creates a price squeeze and a profit squeeze. So it creates unsustainability as a business model, as well as unsustainability for our planet. So this has all just come to the fore in the last couple of years. The next level of leadership, the next iteration of leadership, the fourth level, is socially strategic leadership, or the leadership of what I call sustainable abundance. How do you create abundance so that more people can live a decent life, a life that you'd want your own children to live? Whether these people were born in Africa or a developing nation, everyone deserves the same kind of life your children have. Otherwise, what are we really trying to accomplish here? Well, we're not going to do it by doing it the way we used to do. There's not enough iron ore, there's not enough oil, there's not enough natural resources to create that life. So we have to think in totally new ways about how we design things, about how we consume them, dispose of them, and all those kinds of things. And we are. The technologies that are on the horizon are terribly exciting. But it takes a kind of leadership that, instead of just looking at next month's profit, next quarter's profit, is looking long stream into whole sustainable systems of working, consuming, and living together as an entire planet. There are people that think this way. There are organizations that are beginning to operate this way, and they are going to have a significant competitive edge in the next decade.